Hello everyone, so I will continue to discuss about social institutions, but we will now proceed to the last part of the social institution, which is all about government. So here we will be tackling why government is being considered as a social institution. But before that, let me define first what government is all about. So government is an institution entrusted with making and enforcing the rules of society as well as regulating relations with other societies. So other definition, according to the Supreme Court of the Philippines, government is an institution by which an independent society makes and carries out those rules of action which are necessary to enable men to live in a social state. So now, why is that government is being considered as a social institution? So here's the explanation. So government is a social institution which resolves conflicts that are public in nature and are involved more than a few people. So to inform you further, in the Philippines, in the Republic of the Philippines, there are three branches of government. So first is the executive branch, second is the legislative branch, and the third one is the judicial branch. So with those three branches of the government, each of those branch has its own sovereignty or power. So when we say executive branch is the one who enforces and proposes rules and laws, while the legislative branch is the one who makes the laws. Again, the executive branch is the one who proposes and enforces rules and laws, while the legislative branch is the one who makes the laws. And the third branch is the judicial branch, is the one who adjudicates the rules and the laws. Okay? I hope that you get all the differences or sovereignty of each branch. Again, so there are terms that we really need to consider for us to really understand the branches of the government. So executive proposes, legislative makes, judicial adjudicates. I think it's better for me to give you some terms that will make us easily understand the concept of the government from these two words. So these two words are politics and administration. So when we say politics is the pattern of human interaction that is used or serves to resolve the conflicts between or among peoples, institutions, and nations. So politics is not really that bad because politics is used to harmonize the people and all the nation. So next term is the administration. So when we say administration, it is the aggregate of person or persons in whose hands the governance is being upheld in whole duration of the reign. It could be in the whole city or municipality, in whole province or whole nation. Alright? So did you get the gist of the government concept? Alright, so let's proceed to the types of government. So there are four types of government. The first type of government is the monarchy. Second is the democracy. Third is the authoritarianism. And the fourth type of government is the totalitarianism. So when we say monarchy type of government, this is a political system in which the representative of the government only comes from one family. So the governance comes from one family only. So the next type of government is the democracy. So this political system, citizens chose their representatives periodically through election. So the representative or the government is being chosen by the people. So next type of government is the authoritarianism. So when we say authoritarianism, this is a political system in which the citizens does not allow to participate in the government. So again, the citizens is not allowed to participate about the controls of the government or the power of the government. The last type of government is the totalitarianism. So when you say totalitarianism, government maintains control over nearly all aspects of the citizens' life. So they are being controlled, or in short, dictatorship is the other term of totalitarianism. Alright, so I think you get the differences of the four types of government. So let's proceed to the next part of our topic, which is all about the conflict in government. So there are three common conflicts in government. First one is the revolution, next is war, and the third one is the terrorism. So the first one is the revolution. So what is revolution? Revolution is a violent overthrow of the government by the citizens. So we have a known example for this. So revolution here in the Philippines, EDSA Revolution 1 and EDSA Revolution 2. So the next conflict is the war. So what is war? A war is an armed conflict between nations or society. So here you also have a known example for this, the World War I and the World War II. So the third conflict is the terrorism. What is terrorism? So terrorism is a politically motivated violent attack on civilians by a group of people. So that is terrorism. Alright, so let's proceed now to the last part of our discussion, which is all about the function of the government. So there are two, let's say, major function of the government. So the first major function of the government is the constituent function, and the second one is the ministrant function. So when we say constituent function, these observes the following. First one is the observation of order, the provision for the protection, settlement of the legal relations, punishments, political duties, and the like. So there are many constituent function of the government. So the second function is the ministrant function. So this means that in ministrant function, the advanced general interest of the society must be undertaken, such as public works, public charity, regulation of trade and industry. Alright, so that's all for my topic for this day. I hope you've learned much, but before we will end, let's have a little recapitulation about what we've discussed a while ago. So we've discussed about the definition of government, the branches of the government, the terms about politics and administration, the types of government, the conflicts inside the government, and most especially the two functions of the government, which is the constituent function and the ministrant function. So that's all for this day. Have a nice day. Bye.